Hello, I think this is recording. I hope this is recording. Okay, so what I first want to say is make sure that you read the lesson summary. This is going to help set you up for success when you start the homework, okay? So, there are several strategies you can use to determine unknown angle measures in a diagram. Use translations to show that corresponding angles on parallel lines are congruent. We know that. If I wanted to um, translate or move this one down, I know that this line right here comes down and this angle would be the same. Okay, so I know that. All right, and let me erase. Okay, use rotations to show that vertical angles are always congruent. So if this line continued up like it does, we know that these two angles are vertical. If I were to rotate this one 180 degrees clockwise, they would line up, and these would be vertical angles. Okay? And erase. Use the fact that the sum of three interior angles in any triangles is 180 degrees, right here, and right here. Add it up is 180. And use the fact that any straight line has an angle measure of 180. Okay, again, any supplementary angle. Here's an example. The measure of angle DBA, let's erase and check that out. DBA, right here, is 70 degrees, and the measure of angle ABC is 65 degrees. Let's determine the remaining angle measures. The measures of BAC, right here, must also be 70 because you can translate and then rotate DBA 180 degrees to fit exactly on top of BAC. You can translate this down, right? We did that. Translate it down right here. And then you know this vertical angle is congruent here. So that means 70 is equal to 70. Also, we know that because of the parallel lines, that this is an interior angle. Please don't mind my squiggles. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so we know that that's 70 degrees. We can find then angle ACB right here by knowing that 65 plus 70 plus something is 180. Okay, so then EBC, this one right here, is also 45 degrees because we know this is a supplementary angle right here. So 70 plus 65 plus 45. Now we can use this interior angle to know what this angle is, also 45 degrees. Or you can, like I said, add up all three angles. Okay, very good. Now, ignore the fact that my handwriting is terrible. I am doing the best I can on my laptop. Okay, so erase. I'm sure that it'll all go away when I skip to the next one. All right, problem one. Here are three intersecting lines. Determine the missing angle measurements. Okay, so none of these lines are parallel, right? We have no little carets showing us that they're parallel. So we are going based off of supplementary angles. So I know, and I can't draw on it unfortunately, so I'm just going to use my cursor and you're going to kind of follow along, that 45 plus something is 180 degrees because right here is a supplementary angle. Okay, so I want you to find out, well, if both of these together is 180 degrees, what's this one? You're going to have to subtract 180 to 45. Or, I'm sorry, 180 and 45 to get this answer, okay? Then, jumping up over here, you know that this is 80 degrees. So then if this is 80 degrees, then whatever this angle is, they have to add up to be 180 degrees. They are also a supplementary angle, okay? So take 180 minus 80, and you get your answer. Now, this third one is going to be more challenging. You know that this angle is 80, you know that this angle is 45, and you know that this angle has to be added up to equal 180, because a triangle, all of the interior angles add up to be 180 degrees. When you find out this angle, then just like you did with these ones, you can find out this angle, because you know that this angle plus this angle has to be 180 degrees. Okay, so I want you to take some time, try to figure it out. You're using supplementary angles to solve for these ones. And then you're also using, knowing that a triangle is 180 degrees added up together, you can find your next supplementary angle. I'll let you pause, answer that one, and we'll move on. Okay, problems 2 through 4. Now I can finally draw. So line AB is parallel to line DE. That's important information to know. So I know that line AB and line DE are parallel. Okay? So I have to determine each of these measures. ACD is right here. Okay? I'm going to do a straight line there, so maybe that won't look so terrible. ACD, okay, this angle right here. I'm then solving for ECB, so ECB, this angle right here, and ACB, which is ACB, this angle right here. Okay, well, I know that I can find this one, ECB, fairly easily, because I have something, and I'm going to change, oops, can I change the color? Yes, I can. I should have changed the color. I'm going to pause. Give me just a minute. I'm going to change the color on this so we can really see the differences. Oops. I love when I learn new tools. So cool. Okay. And when we add blue and red, we get purple. Okay. So I'm looking for this angle, and then I'm looking for this angle. Okay, well, I know off the top of my head, because of interior angles, well, I'm actually going to pause. I know off the top of my head, because a triangle, this triangle right here, is the interior angles have to add up to 180. So if a triangle is 180, I know that I'm adding 115 and 135. So 115, 135. What do they equal? Five plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And then bring my 1 down. 150. I know that this angle is going to be 180. Subtract 150. And that answers ACB. Okay, so now you should know what this angle is. Now I'm going to erase all of this. Okay, so we have now solved for this angle. Now, using interior angles, you know that if these lines are parallel, D and A, you know that from here, this angle all the way to this angle are going to be equal angles. Because if I translate this angle down, I know that this angle is going to be the same as this angle. I also know that these two angles are vertical angles. So if this angle is 35, then what is this one going to be? Now you know the answer to ECB, which is going to be Y. Okay? Just like you did before, you know that this angle is interior angles with this angle. So bringing this one down, if you translate it down, it's going to be right here. You know that those are going to be equal because of parallel lines and our transversal line, this one right here. Because it cuts it in two different spots, you know that these are going to be equal. And you also know that their vertical lines and angles are also equal. So that tells you what this one is. So then you can find that answer. Problem number 5. I think you needed help with this one. This one's pretty easy. This diagram shows 3 lines with some missing angle measures. Complete this diagram by writing in all of the angle measurements. This one has a vertical angle. Vertical angles are the angles that are right across from it, and they are always the same. This one also has a vertical angle, always the same. Once you figure that out, you can figure out this angle right here, because from here to here is a supplementary angle. And then you have a vertical. So these two should be the same. Same with this one. You know your vertical. You also know that from here to here, that's a supplementary angle. So you can figure out your answer here. These two are vertical, so they're going to be the same. I think you said you didn't need help on number 6, but line DE is parallel to FG. Is it possible is it possible to determine all 5 missing angle measures with the given information? Well, you can figure out this one, which means you can figure out this one. And you can figure out this one. So, okay, spiral review. This one you know. We just learned about this the other day. You know what this angle is. Okay, this one right here is 25 degrees. What does this square in the corner mean? How many degrees? So this plus this plus this is going to be 180. So go ahead and solve that and then explain your thinking. This one's a little bit more challenging. We know that an isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides. So this side and this side are going to be equal. And we know that the base angles are going to be also equal. So this angle and this this angle and this angle are going to be equal. So now that you know that, go ahead and find that. And then this one is a little bit more challenging, but if it's an equilateral triangle, then that means that all sides are equal, and it means that all angles are equal. So now go ahead and try to find those 3 angles that need to be equal. And there's your end. Okay, let me know if that helps.